Hey viewers, welcome, greetings and a warm welcome to this June Psychic Tarot Intuitive reading with me. And guys, this is Taurus, this is your reading. So welcome Taurians, sit back and relax and let's see what messages are coming your way for the month of June using these delightfully energetic and colourful John Holland Psychic Tarot deck. Let's shuffle a little bit more, then get into the reading for you guys. We will be pulling one card at a time from the top and working out what the messages are within each card. So Taurians, your first card, Partnerships and Alliance, number 3 of Wands. What a nice way to start. You know, partnerships make life easier. They fuel projects, they coerce things along, and they offer support and nurturing. You can see the two hands joining there, so often this can be considered in the creative field or in the career field. I often think of this when new businesses are coming into allegiance or alliance, and when new ideas with the help and support from other people take shape and format into this plane. So a really nice card to begin with. It talks about also the opportunity of new endeavours and people as well within situations. So potential new job prospects, new creative ideas coming in, or the contemplation of joining with someone or something to make a bigger impact than what you are currently producing or working on. So again, really nice beginning. Whoa! And then the 6 of Wands, so still in that creative career type sector, we get the victory, success singing out, you know, blowing the trumpet from the top of that cliff top. It emanates success, and this is often a time when accolades or achievements have been finalised and handed out. Sometimes this is when exam results come in and you have passed. It can be the end of like a university or high school career when you are moving on to the next level. This can be the obtaining of a new job. So if you've been looking for a new job, this could be your moment of victory and success. There's also other valour that resides within this card because it is also the creative forces within us. So this is your area of passion. It could be your hobbies or it could be your zone of inspiration, and it's talking about a cycle of success coming. So if any of you have felt some sort of block, don't give up now. This is a period of successful energy around you. Yeah, and I think with success comes choice. And when we have choice, it can be difficult to decide, oh, do we go left or right, or do we take that one over there or this one? And this card often tells us the words on the very bottom, which are choose wisely. Some of you are going to find an increase in your opportunities basically, and this could even be in your relationship sector or again in an area that you are passionate about. But be wise, some of them are not good for you. So do your due diligence and check people out and keep a few things up your sleeve, and don't let everyone know your thoughts immediately. Also protect your private information. So with that little word of caution, let's see what's peeking around the corner for the next one. Nice, and I think that actually just reiterates that again. Number 11, balance, is the Justice card. So that 7 of Cups previously talks about balancing your choices, right, and not getting too overzealous. Well, the Balance card or the Justice card is also telling us to balance things out. Think about it in particular. This card can often turn up when we are going through the process of officially dealing with something. So sometimes a court of law, or like going to the law courts. Some of you might even have infringements that you have to pay, or there could be family issues or mediation involved in one area of your life. This card can also turn up when we see the final closure of relationships that needed separating. So divorce or separation from another partner or business partnership. So when it turns up, it's often in your favour. So if there are any procedures that you are having to go through, they usually bode quite well for you, and you do fairly well out of the outcome. And it's a wee bit like the closure of a door, ready to move on to something new. The other thing is it's a very karmic card. So often what you've been working through that has come to this point in time that's either finishing or needing resolving and mediation is a past life issue. So the person that you're dealing with, or the people or the company, whatever, they have come into your life to teach you a reason. Now, when we get these experiences, they're always the most difficult. We'd rather we didn't really have to learn these experiences, but they're moving you forward with your soul's evolution. So again, they're important and they're very relevant. Yeah, and straight after that, you've got number 13, which is the transformation card. This traditionally used to be known as the death card. So we see this as a more beautiful picture than the traditional tarot decks. She is evolving into a butterfly, so sort of going through those transitional changes in life, where you might start off as a catalyst or a pupus, and then you evolve into something far more powerful and beautiful, actually. So fear not the change, and fear not the things that needed to be brought back into balance, and the things that you are letting go of. It could be quite big changes coming your way. For some of you it is personal relationships, but others it's something about bigger than that. It's a bigger, more expansive thing we're looking at, something to do with a whole change in energies around possibly your career or home or living, or something even along those lines. Death is rebirth, it just as the picture on this card suggests, and so they're very profound times when they happen. And I think with that karmic card underneath, it feels as though, you know, the balance card, and saying that it's a karmic card but usually in your favor, and this one as well is definitely telling you guys that you needed to leave something behind in order to really project your future into the positive plane and manifestation to move forward. Nice messages, focus on them and see what comes for you personally. Wow, third major arcana in a row. And you've got actually 11, 12, 13, slightly out of order, but pretty close. So number 12 is the Hanged Man, and that's called sacrifice. So we're getting pretty big messages here about feeling like a weight lifted off your shoulders. And we've got the shoulders here and the rainbow of illumination coming in. So there is something lifting for you guys, and it's like it's been dragging you down, or making things difficult to move. Yeah, there's been a lack of freedom around you. So you needed to make these adjustments so that you could literally become like the butterfly and fly. And like this person, she's lifting herself up out of the water, and she's being illuminated at the head end. So again, very, very personal messages, and this is about yourself and your life and how you value it, and the people and the way you've been dealing with things in your life. There's shifting and changing coming. Sometimes the Hanged Man can refer to a hold up in time. So some of this may be quite transitionally time involved, I get the feeling. So it may not all occur this month, or it may have been going on previously and is slowly evolving now. For some of you it could come to its conclusion in June, and for some it will keep going on. It also tells us about making a choice in life, so saying to ourselves, you know, which way do we go, left or right, or do we take A or B? So the longer you contemplate it and the more energy and input you put in, the more likely you are to have the correct advice coming from yourself. Also, trust your intuition and really feel into this one, Taurians. Yeah. Nice, moving on. So you are definitely finalizing something in your life. There's a chapter that we're closing here. You have grown from it, you've learnt from it, and you are leaving something behind. And, you know, moving on, there's always a degree of, as I say, you feel like you're leaving something behind, and there's a period of adjustment before you're ready to roar into the new stage and connect with the newness. But this is often about leaving behind disturbed energies or shut doors that wouldn't open anyhow. And so now you're moving into this light, and you have awareness. You have awareness in the head, the light coming in through the head here. So you have knowledge, you have power, you have transformation and vision, probably most importantly. Sometimes with that moving on card, you actually take other people with you. So there's a group of you that go, could be a family group, and something else is left behind. You could leave a business behind. You could leave a house or a city behind, or certain types of friends. This card can also be representative of travel in the month of June. So some of you might be planning trips, and they could be trips where you go away and don't come back to the same destination. So moving house, moving state, moving a job, you know, all of those opportunities. I actually like the card because it does have a really positive glow about it, and its energies always infer that as well. Then you have another major arcana. You're only missing number 14, I think, now. Temptation, of course, the devil. Again, this is about balance. So you've had two pretty strong major cards here about balance. So rebalance everything in your life that is out of kilter, Taurians. So diet, foods, addictions, obsessions, overwork, over shopping, overeating, or even underwork, undereating, you know, undernourishment, undersleeping. So anything that's out of kilter, out of balance, needs to be brought back in the month of June. And this is the perfect opportunity for you guys to really transform your life and get yourself in the direction that you really seek to be. I think, as I said, for some time, some of you have been feeling like you were stuck in a no man's land, unable to necessarily make the movement forward. Well, June's giving you that opportunity. If any of you have been involved in unbalanced relationships in particular, this is the time to reassess them and revalue them and possibly leave them behind or bring them into balance somehow, which may take mediation even. So yeah, there's plenty going on here. Oh, lovely. Awareness, and another major card. So number 1, he's the Fool. He's the Magus, the Magician. And this is a period of magic in your life. This is the period where so much can change. It's when your wishes can come true. But it's telling you, you have to do it. Jimmy Smith down the street isn't going to do it. Joe Bloggs isn't going to do it. Dick Smith's not going to do it. You are. So get on board your train and push it and activate it and empower it and be the strong Taurian you are, because boy, this month leads you to quite a lot of good potential. So how many cards do we have here? Yeah, I think we'll probably, or maybe we'll do one more for you guys, because there are a lot of messages in there. Oh, 5. You know, beautiful. Wisdom. It is the Hierophant. He is often known as the biblical figure or the popely figure. He has knowledge, esoteric knowledge, understanding. Again, he has this new sun coming up, and it's as if he has seen the light, or he's been revitalized. He's got a new direction. He understands more in life. He also does things by the book, hence the book he's carrying. But often this refers to legally. So this is about legal ramifications or following the law. And you got that with the balance card as well. So some of you literally are going to be dealing with legal issues in the month of June. And some of these could be beautiful things too, like buying a new house that's in either a new country or a new state, and you're moving there. And so there's forms to sign and loans to uplift or mortgages to pay or you know, a house to sell or a new business to start. Some of you could be literally signing the documents to form this new business. There's a heap going on in your reading. It starts off busy with other people and it kind of continues that thread through the whole month. Let us put these cards to the side and show you the whole reading with them all spread out and see which one is the one that you are most attracted to and which one gives you the most insight or connection or thought or thinking. So there they all are. They are beautiful cards to look at and behold, and some of them will energize you more than others and you'll be attracted to one or more in particular. You have a lot of powerful cards in there. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of major arcanas. So lovely month for you to contemplate your movement forward in many ways with great improvements and change in your life, Taurus. So let's put these ones away and find out what your last card is going to be. So a little bit of a shuffle, and then from the 6th card down, Judgment. Now interestingly, Judgment is one of the other major arcana cards. It didn't come out in your reading, but that word and maybe that energy is also there as well. Here's a lapis lazuli, a very powerful stone, considered one of the wealth stones, if you like. It would go back in time through civilizations, especially in that Egyptian type era. This stone helps to create power and wealth and strength, and you got that in your reading as well. But Judgment, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So I think some of the stuff you go through this month is going to bring up that feeling of either wanting to judge the situation or judge the outcome or the people. And even a judge, as I said, could be part of the whole situation, because we talked about the legal feeling flowing through. So the judge again might be relevant, and he might be the person making the judgment about the paths and challenges one way or another. But if we can drop judgment and we let whatever the outcome be that needs to be, then we allow the wheels of motion to turn and situations to flow on and new doors to open. And so I think that's the wonderful thing about understanding that each path is unique and happens for a reason. So there we are, Taurians, a fairly stiff, when I say stiff, I mean quite determined reading with a lot of very powerful messages for you guys. And it doesn't surprise me, you're a strong zodiac sign, you've got that power and you've got that strength, and I think this is your energy and strength churning its action forward. So there you are, guys. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for subbing and liking the channel in particular. Because when you do, then you're able to receive all of the uploads that I do. So I wish you all the very best for June coming up. May you find yourselves full of new opportunities, much success and alliances, and free of judgment. So have a wonderful month ahead. Much love. Namaste.